impact of a Buhari win.
I'm Yvonne Katsande in Abuja, Nigeria. We decided to follow the country's story, especially after the just ended elections. The transition between President Goodluck Jonathan's administration into the hands of President Buhari. We wanted to know what is the impact of a Buhari win economically and security-wise. The insurgents of the Boko Haram that has terrorized the country in different parts, but especially in the northern part of Nigeria. Join us as we explore the story. This is Duse Market in the heart of Abuja. Thousands of traders come here every day to sell their produce. A usually very peaceful market, but a day before we got there had been reports of a bomb scare.
My country is a country that was given birth in 1960. That is where we have our independence, and since then it has not been all that bad for us. We know it's not easy in every country, but in our own here, it is we thank God it's very easy for us. But the new government that we have, the new president that we have, Muhammadu Buhari, is targeting corruption and is fighting it as we are seeing it. And by the grace of God, he's going to succeed. By the grace of God, he's going to succeed. And if he succeeds, everybody in this country are going to enjoy themselves.
Okay, so what is your comment on the security issues?
They say he's fighting the security very well. He's trying in terms of security. He's trying very well. He has been, the past government have not tried what Buhari is doing now. And now, most of the insurgents, they are now running away to another country. All the territory that they have captured as their own the other time, Nigeria army have collected it back all. So we are happy over that. And by the grace of God, Buhari is going to win the battle over the insurgency very soon.
Okay, right. And what else do you think the government should do for you to improve the lives of people every day? Yes, you say things are good right now.
Yeah.
What more can be done?
Okay, what I want to be done for Buhari to do so that people's life will be improved every day is opening a very good hospital for people, a very good school at an affordable price, and taking agriculture loan to farmers to improve their agriculture. I think from all those things, life will be a little bit easy for people in the country. Because this country, Nigeria, has been blessed with many things, many good things. But our past leaders have mismanaged it. But this Buhari that come now is trying his best. And we know by the grace of God, he's going to succeed soon. And when he succeeds, everybody will start to laugh in this country. My name is Mr. Daniel Iye.
Daniel Iye?
Iye, yes.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for talking to us. We would like to know, what is your comment on the economical situation in Nigeria?
Well, the economic situation in Nigeria is not different from what is happening in other parts of the world. In every country, they have their own problem economically. So we are only facing our own way. And I believe by the grace of God, it's only difficult for those that are not in the light. Because I believe one thing. The word of God says that in gross darkness, there will be light. So no matter the gross darkness in Nigeria economy, the people of God will shine. That's my comment about it.
About the economic situation?
Yes.
Okay. And now that you've got a new President Buhari, who a lot of people during the elections believed that he was the man to change and turn around a lot of things in Nigeria. How do you view this?
Buhari is not God, so he cannot turn around anything in Nigeria. Only God that is able to change the situation of any country. He can only improve on it.
Okay, but do you think he's a good leader, generally?
Yes. So his ability, he's trying his best. No man is perfect, but he's trying his best.
what is your opinion on the religion divide in Nigeria between Muslim and Christians? Do you think that affects anything?
We don't have religious problem in Nigeria. Boko Haram is an enemy to Nigeria. Because you see them bombing the church and bombing the mosques. So I don't think those people are out for a specific religion. In Nigeria, we are one, and we stand one forever.
Anything else you want to say?
All I want to say is that Buhari as a leader should concentrate on God, focus on God to help him. And he shouldn't be biased in doing his things. And God will see him through.
We are all looking forward to see the change that he has promised Nigeria to come. And he made some promises too, that as in the school students, that he's going to pay them. There will be a free education, there will be feeding too. We are all looking forward to see all those things come to pass. Like I said, now things are not all that okay. People are crying, people are complaining. There's no much money in the country right now.
Do you think President Jonathan did a good job, or you didn't see much results from his work?
Well, President Goodluck Jonathan, I will not say he did not he didn't do well. He did what he felt he can do in his own regime, in his own time. He really tried. He really tried. To me, he's really tried. It's just this other one that came. People are looking at it that they wanted a change. They wanted a change, so that is why. But since Buhari came into power, there's nothing we can do than to wait for the change to come to pass.
What do you think about this Boko Haram insurgency?
Well, my sister, this Boko Haram of a thing have started years back. And you know, in the far north, they've been killing people here and there, even here in Abuja. We are not safe. Like yesterday, I went to Duse. I was told, because yesterday was Duse Market Day, I was told they caught a young boy carrying a bomb. They beat him, they almost killed him. Because I saw the boy, but I didn't know what was going on. It was later I was now hearing that they saw him with bomb. But thank God they saw him quickly before the whole thing exploded. Because I was in the market too yesterday. Like anyway, in fact, here in Nigeria now, when you go to market, you go to a place that people are gathering, you have to do whatever you want to do quickly and leave. Because now the Boko Haram, they are aiming at where people gather, in churches, in the mosques, in the markets. Where people gather, that's where they set their target. So that's what I see in this Boko Haram thing. Well, Jonathan have really tried his best. Buhari said from 9th December, it will be all over. I prayed that let it be over, because people are dying. Seeing your fellow human being dying. Children are dying. Women are dying. Both young and old are going. These are life. We are talking about life. We are not talking about goods. We are talking about life. So since he has promised that this December, everything will be over, I just pray. That is our prayer as Christians, that let it be over. Because this thing, this Boko Haram of a thing, is not only, they are not dealing with only the Christian right now. They are dealing with the Muslim too. So we are praying that let it be over as he has promised. I pray that let it fulfill his promise. All his promises about the Boko Haram, that let it end at the end of this December. You're welcome. You're welcome.
Nigeria is a federal republic modeled after the United States, with executive power exercised by the president. Now, the government of Nigeria is also influenced by the Westminster system model in the composition and the management of the upper and the lower houses of bicameral legislature. Now, the president, however, is the head of the state, the head of government, and the head of a multi-party system. Nigerian politics takes place within a framework of a federal, presidential, representative democratic republic in which executive power is exercised by the government. Legislative power is held by the government and the two chambers of the legislature, that is, the House of the Representatives and the Senate. Together, the two chambers make up the lawmaking body in Nigeria called the National Assembly, which serves as a check on the executive arm of the government. Now, the highest judiciary arm of the government in Nigeria is the Supreme Court of Nigeria. Nigeria also practices Baron D. Montesquieu's theory of the separation of powers based on the United States system. So today we visited the state of Sokoto. Sokoto is based in the north of Nigeria. Now, we traveled all the way here to speak to the governor to find out how they've been able to face the challenge of Sokoto being based in the north and their religion also being associated to terror, hence the Boko Haram insurgents that has really caused disturbance in many parts of Nigeria. This is what he had to say.
First and foremost, I think it's about perception. We are managing a very poor perception from the larger majority of the people who are not familiar with the terrain in the north here. You've been in Sokoto, I believe, in the last 10, 15 hours, and you move around. You have seen how people have been going about conducting and carrying their normal businesses. There's no any threat. But the perception out there is, if you are coming to Sokoto, people will tell you, be careful. That is a Boko Haram designated or kind of area, prone area.
Yes, and we've actually been told that as well.
You've been told that, and now
yes.
You're here to see things for yourself. Mm-hmm. We have not had any major Boko Haram issue here in Sokoto. The first and only time that there was an attack on the police outfit in Sokoto metropolis was about 2-3 years back. And ever since then, we have not had any attack. We have not been under any alert from security institutions in the state. So it's largely about the perception that we are managing. People believe that when you're coming up north in Nigeria, you are advancing towards a Boko Haram territory. Mm-hmm. So, and you know, perception is a big issue. You can only convince people that that is not the case if, for example, in your own case now, they come down here and see things for themselves. But to convince them to come down is the issue. So we are battling with the issue of perception, and by the time we get it done with, I'm sure people will believe that it's not as being said, that Sokoto in particular is a Boko Haram prone area.
Can you say that perhaps Nigeria is fighting a religious war?
Not exactly. Why I said not exactly, because if you are talking about a religious war, what religion? I'm a Muslim. I believe that what Boko Haram is doing has nothing to do with Islam. That's my belief. So which religion? Whose religion? What religion? What ideals are they promoting? Nigeria is dealing with a group of people whose ideology is anything against humanity. It's inhuman. What they are doing is inhuman. It's against humanity. It's not for and on behalf of Islam. They are fighting Islam. They are fighting Christianity. They are fighting everybody.
Okay, what programs have you implemented to move the state forward, promote the lives of the ordinary citizens in the state, especially the youth?
Well, as you know, in Nigeria and in particular this part of the country, we've been facing challenges of youth empowerment and youth restiveness. Thus far, we've been able to reorient the youth, redirect them, because that is the basic issue. You have got to move them away from where they were and convince them that they were on the wrong track, and then bring back on the right track, then for them to be gainfully employed, to be productive and to be useful to themselves and to the society. So what we've been doing basically at the moment is reorienting and redirecting this youth towards a better future.
Sokoto is led by the Sultan, who leads about 75.6 million Muslims. It's a predominantly Muslim area. Clearly, as you can see, the kids that are even going into class this morning, dressed in their jihab, ready for school.
My name is Mohammed Chika Mohammed, the principal of Yakumo as a Science Model Primary School, Sokoto, Nigeria.
Okay. Can you just tell us the education system of the state? How do you view it as the principal of the school?
Well, actually, there are a lot of encouragement, more particularly the government. If you look at the school Iswari and you look, the whole school was totally renovated by government, and more teachers actually were deployed. There are a large number of pupils, and boys and girls equally. So in the ratio 1:3, because if you look at the population of the school, is about 4,000 in the entire school. Okay. So the ratio is 1:3. And in favor of boys.
Okay.
Yeah.
And this is just a primary school?
It's just purely primary school alone.
Okay, so what are the activities that you engage the students in?
Well, apart from the teaching and learning, there are a lot of activities. You know, we have the computer laboratory, we have science laboratory, so we engage them in practicals. So it's just a operation catch them young. So actually they're doing the best. And this school is one of the best in the state. And that's the public schools.
Okay, all right. Now, I'm just going to ask you about security around the area. Being in the north, have you had any disturbances from any insurgents, particularly maybe Boko Haram or something, or this is just a different setting altogether?
No, we have never any problem here. The school is well fenced, and there are so many security agents around. And internally, we made several arrangements to actually secure the schools. Yeah.
So any last remarks to viewers that will be watching right now?
Well, actually, I would like to express our thanks for a visit. We really appreciate, and you are always welcome. Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Before school starts in the early hours here in Sokoto, and before we actually get into class, my good friends here would like to say something.
Greetings from Sokoto!
That's it. Greetings from Sokoto.
I'm very proud of my country, Nigerian, and our President, General President BUHARI. I'm very proud to be here. You can see where we stay to sell. I'm very happy with what I'm doing. Even I pray that if I should leave this earth today, I will be happy to come back to this Nigeria, because anything you are doing, except you're a lazy person, you decide to stay at home. But as longer you can come out and hustle, you're able to feed yourself very, very well. So I'm very proud to be a Nigerian.
What do you think about the security issues, the Boko Haram?
Yeah, the security issue, you can see now, it's not like before. Before we used to be very afraid, even when we want to enter inside the market, we'll be very afraid because of, but now the security purpose is very okay.
Okay, so President BUHARI has really stepped up.
He's very trying. He's trying, he's doing his best. And we pray that God will keep him alive to continue to do his good work.
I'm Christian Ugoke from Enugu State, a graduate of Maritime Academy, did my maritime transport. I have my HNDs from there, and I run this shop with my elder brother because of the job scarcity. That's it.
Okay, So, which means that the government over the years has not been able to provide or create any employment.
Yes. To my own thought, employment is meant for the rich here. Because it's like when someone is graduating from school and your dad is rich, he has connection or something, he just picked his son or his child to fix him or her somewhere, and we are left here as in to do the hustling stuff by ourselves. If you're expecting to graduate with a good grade and get a good job, it will be difficult, except by the special grace of God. That's the
So,
truth.
how has it been for you running this store here with your brother in the marketplace? Has that been easy, or you've got your own challenges that you face?
Definitely, there will be challenges. You know, you won't expect someone after going to school, you're still staying with a brother or a family member. There are challenges, but I believe I'm trying to like have my own by the special grace of God. That's the only way. Because you can't wait for the job is not there. There's no room, even money for the job, as in, even, how would I call it, money for the job. The government, as in, everywhere is dry, like since in the morning. You haven't seen it, you won't see anyone coming into the market to buy anything. Everywhere is just, it's just dull, not like before.
What do you think the government can do, though, to improve the situation right now? Is anything be done? Is there any hope, especially now that President Buhari has come into power? A lot of people have believed that he's the man to change Nigeria.
Based on his campaign promise, I guess we're all expecting him to do something good. But for now, nothing is. I've not seen anything during Jonathan administration and his. I think for now there's nothing. There's nothing, because when I calculated my own income per last week, and I almost shed tears. I like, what is happening? Because something went down, and it wasn't something to write home about. I just have to manage and still come out this week. That's the truth. So we're still hoping. We're still hoping maybe there will be the change he promised or something, or maybe it's one of all these political strategy or something. We don't know. We're still waiting.
Do you think President Jonathan did maybe a better job, a good job? Or
Yes, he did. Most especially, there's this program he did that has to do with, I've forgotten it. Is it transformation agenda or something? I've forgotten. That one is like creating jobs. He created a lot of jobs. But that was when his tenure was almost ending. But Buhari is still new. We're expecting, so let's just wait and pray.
Okay. What is your comment on the security issues with regards to Boko Haram?
I think the security agencies are trying their best. After all, they are human beings like us. They have their own life to protect first. So I guess we should just wait and pray.
Have you ever heard any disturbances on this side?
On this side, no, there's nothing like that.
And also, just lastly, what is your take on the different religions? Because Nigeria has a very strong religion system, Christianity versus
Islam.
How does it affect people's day-to-day lives?
It doesn't. Well, to me, I don't feel anything. Whether Christian or Muslim is nothing. My best friends are Muslims because I was born and brought up in the north. So to me, it's nothing. It's just it's a personal opinion to choose religion. So it's nothing. Whether Muslim or Christian, to me, it's nothing. It's nothing.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
The impact of a Buhari win